clear to me. Now we will see what is input. Input means anything other than capital goods is called as input. Okay, which you consume in the course or furtherance of business. That is called as input. Whatever the tax you paid on input is called as input tax. We extensively learn in this chapter how to get input tax, what are all the conditions to be fulfilled, then how to use that input tax to pay the tax liability. I mean to say how to set off the input tax to pay my output liability. Very important chapter. From new course point of view, minimum 20 to 25 marks question you may get from this chapter. For whole scheme, around 6 to 8 marks you will get from this chapter. Okay. Input means any goods other than capital goods is input. Then the question becomes, what is capital goods? Capital goods is the one which has been capitalized in the books of accounts, is called as capital goods. Okay. Next, input service means any service you receive in the and is used in the course or furtherance of business is called as input service. As I told you, input tax means the tax on the input. It could be CGST, SGST, UTGST and IGST. All this. In case of customs, when you receive the goods on which you pay IGST, that will also be taken into consideration and it will be treated as input tax. Okay. What is meant by input tax credit? Means taking the credit of the input tax is called as input tax credit. In short form, we call it as ITC. We call it as ITC. Okay, output tax means the tax which you collect from the customers on making the supply. That is called as output tax. Next, few definitions we learned. Now, what is the eligibility and conditions for taking input tax credit? Eligibility and condition taking input tax credit. That means who is eligible and what are all the conditions to be satisfied. The person who is registered, only the registered person can take the ITC. A registered person. Of which ITC he can take? He can take the ITC relating to the goods, relating to the services and capital goods. Whatever the tax he has paid on input of goods, input of service and capital goods, he can take the credit of that tax. Next, what are the conditions to be satisfied? There are 4 conditions. There are 4 conditions. Four conditions. 1, 2, 3, 4. First,